of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, and welcome to INCRadio Central Europe Satellite Studio. I'm Eva Marie, joining you from Hamburg, Germany, and I'm so excited to be with you today. It's currently exact 7 p.m. Central European Time, and wherever you are, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. In today's episode, it's all about making life easier with clever cleaning hacks. Whether you love a spotless home or just want to save time, we've got some game-changing tips for you. But of course, I won't be tackling this topic alone. So let's welcome our amazing panelist for tonight. And from the islands, no, it's not the Philippines. It will be in Germany, in the northern part of Germany, island Föhr to be exact. We have a lovely guest tonight. Cheryl, good evening.
Good evening. I'm Cheryl from GWS Leg. Thank you once again for having me here. It is my great honor to be once again to be here.
It is our great honor to have you here tonight as well, Cheryl. Thank you for joining us tonight as well. And then also from the Lec GWS, a new face of tonight is Ferline. Good evening, Ferline. How are you?
Good evening po. Thank you for inviting me for in this INC radio. Um, have patience with me for I'm a little bit nervous. Thank you po.
Aw, don't be nervous. You already did such a good job in our pre-conversation. But thank you so much for taking our invitation tonight as well. And then if you move a bit further to the main city of Germany, in the eastern part of Germany, I would like to welcome Kenjin. Good evening, Kenjin. How are you?
Good evening, Ava. I'm good. Thank you for having me. Looking forward to our topic conversation.
I'm looking forward as well, especially perhaps I need to get my notebook out as well as a pencil to write down the tips of yours that you will be sharing by your experiences. But nonetheless, we also need to start with something, let's say, with an icebreaker. And for that, we have Kuya Tech with us tonight. And we would like to ask Kuya Tech, what's the game for tonight? And the game for tonight is fact or made up game. Okay, with this, Createch, if you can kindly show the construction, thank you so much. The host, me, will out the statements related to cleaning. Some will be real cleaning hacks, while others will be made up or fake hacks. Participants must guess whether the statement is a fact or a fake tip by either raising the hands, and also the ones from the live chat, kindly also comment your answer if these are facts or made up. And after each round, we will reveal with Createch the correct answer and briefly explain why the hack works or why it's not working. So, Createch, what's the first statement of tonight? And the first statement of tonight is rubbing a lemon on a cutting board removes stains and odors. Is that true or is that false? Who will be the first one to unmute? Okay, then I'm gonna choose someone who is smiling the brightest. Oh, let's Cheryl is smiling the brightest, even though you tried to hide it. So, what do you think? Is it true or false?
Is it true?
It's true. Okay, what do you agree with Cheryl, Kenjin, and Fralin? Yes. Okay. Fralin.
Yes, I
Okay,
agree.
perfect. Fralin is also agreeing with it. Let's see. Kuyatek, is it a fact? And it is a fact. Why? The acidity, okay, that's a hard word to say, helps break down stains and kill bacteria. All right, so that's already a point for everyone, I would say. And moving on, Kritek, what's the next statement? And the next statement is mixing vinegar and bleach creates a super effective disinfectant. Okay, Is it a fact or is it a false? Okay, maybe I'm gonna read it out again. Mixing vinegar and bleach creates a super effective disinfectant. Okay, well, who would like to? Okay, Cheryl unmuted herself first. Okay,
It's a fact.
it's a fact. Okay, do the both of you agree as well, Kenji and Ferlene?
I think it's false,
Okay,
but because I think it's too much vinegar and bleach.
okay. So about what about you, Kenjin? Do you agree with Cheryl or with Ferlene?
I have to agree with Ferlene. I haven't used it through so I don't think it's true.
Okay, Clear Tech, please help us. Is it made up or is it a fact? And it's a made up because this actually creates toxic fumes. So it's not a good disinfectant, but instead it's a toxic one. Okay, let's see. Clear Tech, what's the next statement of tonight? The next statement of tonight is a damp paper towel can pick up tiny glass shards better than a broom. Okay, so maybe a glass fall down, and there are a lot of shards as well. So what do you think? Is it a fact or is it a made up? Okay, no one wants to. Okay, maybe I'm gonna ask Kenjin first.
I think it's made up.
It's made up.
Perhaps with dust and hairs, but not with glass, I think.
Okay, what about you, Ferlene? What do you think?
I think it's a fact. You have mentioned wet paper towels.
Correct.
I
Yeah.
think it's a fact. Yeah.
Okay, so we already have two different answers. Okay, what about you, Cheryl?
I guess it's a fact. If it's wet or damp, because the glass, I think it will um like kind of magnet in a glass with wet towel, and it's easily remove the glass. It's just my guessing.
Okay, let's see if the guessing of the three of you are either true or false. Kritek, what's the right answer? And the right answer is it's a fact because the moisture helps the shards stick to it. So as Cheryl mentioned, it's like a magnet also because it's getting sticked to the damped paper towel. Okay, let's move on. And we see if there is another one. And with that, we have the sprinkling salt on a carpet absorbs dust and cleans it instantly. Okay, Cheryl already is shaking her head. Who says? Okay, who will say it's a fact? Okay, silence. So I guess no one say it's a fact. Okay, let's see. Clear Tech. Is it a fact or is it a made up? And it's a made up. So all of you are correct because while salt can absorb moisture, it won't actually clean the carpet. Okay, so thank you so much for participating in the game as well tonight. I hope you already got some good facts or even something that we read perhaps from the internet that's actually not true. So I hope that helped every one of us. And of course, we would now dive more deeper into our conversation tonight. And I would like to ask Cheryl, why do you think keeping a clean home is important?
It is very important to keep our home clean. Yeah, cleanliness is next to godliness. So, and if you have also a clear space or clean space, you have a clear mind, and your mood will change, and it makes you have a positive mood.
That's right. Having a clean mind while your home is clean really helps someone to focus better, especially, for example, me personally, when I'm studying, like having my laundry basket next to me here in my desk area. And then I'm seeing it sometimes like, oh no, I need to put it away. So I'm not able to concentrate fully on my studies or my studying at that time. And it only really takes just few seconds, not okay, few seconds, as if you will be really quick, but just less than let's say 5 minutes or even less than 1 minute, depends on how much laundry you need to put away, for example. But what about you, Kenjin? Why do you think keeping a clean home is important?
Keeping a clean home for me is important because it lowers the risk of infection. And when you disinfect your surroundings, not only clean but deep clean, not on the surfaces, the kitchen, it will promote your well-being, and it will minimize the risk of having diseases.
Well, that's also a good point. To really, it's for hygienic purposes. If your home is not that clean, perhaps maybe there are some bacteria from outside because you brought in your clothes or just left a lot of handprints on your desk or something because you're just coming out from outside. So, a good fact as well to have everything disinfected before going home as well. All right. What about you, Ferline? Do you consider yourself someone who enjoys cleaning, and why do you think keeping a clean home is important?
Yeah, I also enjoy cleaning. Clean home is very important because I agree with Kenjan and Cheryl that not only that gives you a good moods of the day, and also makes you then proper hygiene at home. It will also reflects who you are, I think. And so I always um n- yeah, when I talk to my children, I always tell them that your shoes and your nails reflects yourself. So it's also the same with home. So yeah, that's for me. Yeah.
That's interesting comparison as well regarding your shoes or the home that you're living in, how it reflects also you as a person. And I also just saw a comment actually from one of our panelists tonight joining us was also actively right typing into our live chat from Cheryl. Hello, please share your thoughts, tips about the topic. Thank you for hashtag Hamburg. So yes, to the live chat, if you're having any tips or cleaning hacks that you love to share with us, please put them in our live chat so we are also able to read and share it with every one of us. All right, and now talking about clever cleaning solutions from everyday items, I would like to know from you, Ferline, what are some of your go-to household items that double as powerful cleaning solution?
For me, I always have vinegar, salt, and lemon at home. That's the most important cleaning solution for me. And also, not also important, it's also affordable for every home. Yes.
Yeah, yes, that's also really important. Sometimes cleaning solutions from supermarkets or specific stores can be something that can go on our budget as well. But having those household items already and within our home, for example, vinegar or lemon or even baking soda. Um, yeah, we have also talked about it that baking soda is not only for baking. I also found that out when my mom put it into the drain of our sink to clean out or to unclog it po. And that's really interesting. Yeah, unclog it. Thank you so much, Kenji. Yeah. So, what about you, Cheryl? Is there anything or your go-to household item? What is it for you?
Yes, my essentials cleaning baking soda number one and vinegar. It's always there, and that's my magic items to use, especially cleaning the sink. If we put it just a little bit soda, baking soda, and put a vinegar in it, and it germs disappears, or it just it's magic. You have to try it, and it's affordable. That like what Freeline said, it's affordable and eco-friendly also, and it's not. I don't think there's an allergy reaction on that, and it's affordable and magic for me.
Yes, especially if we just learned in our iceberg as well to not mix vinegar and bleach because it's too toxic. But vinegar and baking soda is also, out of our experience, is good to get it disinfected and unclog it as well. And I also saw a comment from brother Mario Cavello, Essig, in that's in German, for vinegar is the best for cleaning, but hashtag Berlin. All right, thank you so much for that. Perhaps some of the other brethren joining us tonight, or the viewers and listeners, just let us know your tips so we can also include them in our conversation and talk about it. And also, of course, I would like to ask you, Kenjin, what's your top go-to household item for cleaning?
I would have to agree with Cheryl and Ferlin when it comes to vinegar, um, lemon, and also baking soda. So I do it when I wash my clothes. I would, if I would like to retain like the whiteys. Um, After the last wash, you can put baking soda and water with it. It is more fresh. Not only with the laundry, with the detergent, and for the last wash, when you put the baking soda to the clothes, it will be refreshed and more
Okay, so
clean.
really, so really, vinegar, baking soda, and lemon is a really go-to household item for everyone to use, as well as a budget-friendly one. Okay, that's good. Actually, speaking of oh, actually, I just saw a comment from Kaanalin Limon. Yes, I agree. Vinegar is the best. Okay, so vinegar is not only for cooking, baking soda is not only for baking, it's also for cleaning. So double purpose na. So that's really a good tip as well. And actually, talking about stains within, if you're maybe cutting some tomatoes for cooking with vinegar, and then suddenly the tomato juice comes on our clothes, on our white T-shirt, for example. I hope no one receives that stain on their T-shirt. But perhaps you have some ideas of quick and easy hacks for tackling stubborn stains, Kenjen.
As a nurse, I use it not only for cleaning wounds, but also in removing blood stains on clothes and armpits. It's in my experience, hydrogen peroxide is helpful in removing blood stains and armpit odors. And armpit stains, usually when we use deodorant, it leaves mark on our white clothes, and it's not sometimes the detergent doesn't help when we're removing the stain. I find it better to use hydrogen peroxide to remove it. Also, yeah.
That's a specific solution actually to for someone to use, especially for you nurses. Perhaps you have an easier access to it, well, from your personal experience. But I'm wondering, for example, for Cheryl, how do you remove stain from your shirts?
If the stain is manageable, I will spray it. I will spray it with liquid detergent. But if it's very stubborn, I will throw it away. It's not so worth it to have bad mood and just throw it away.
Oh, perhaps you have a lot of clothing as well. That's why. But it's funny actually that, of course, there are times where you really cannot get the stains out, especially if they're really, really stubborn. For example, oil can be really stubborn, or colored stains from fruits or something like that, especially if it's on white clothes. It's sometimes really hard to get those out as well. So I do understand why you throw the clothing away. But maybe just maybe, Ferlin has a tip for us to share, to not that to really have the throwing away of the clothing really as the last option for us.
Maybe I would advise Cheryl to put lemon with salt to her dress or to her white t-shirts. That could help. Also, for oily, when you have stain from oil, I think that will help soda water and put at some a little bit of spulmetal. I don't know what is spulmetal. I forgot the name. Okay, a
Okay.
spulmetal, and then a little bit of salt, and let it stay there for about 15 or a half an hour. And then later on, you can rub it with your hands and then wash it with warm water. That helps. Also for the stain for your gas stove, for your Ceran stove, stain from it, you could use vinegar, mix it with vinegar, baking soda, a little bit of salt, and then just a sprinkle of or a part of uh, sprinkle of a lemon, and then leave it there for about also 15 minutes or a half an hour. It also helps um remove the stain for your stove or your oven, especially your oven. Yeah.
Okay. So Cheryl and I will notice it now that we will note it down. Salt also helps. I feel like we're getting into a chemical lesson right now, actually, since we were talking about vinegar, baking soda, and what kind of mixture helps to get out stains, or how about unclog any of the drains of ours. So it's a really nice topic actually to talk about, since we're able to learn from one another. And yeah, but let's really put the throwing away of the clothing really at the back of our to-do list. So hopefully that will help as well. Okay, and now since we're talking about all the ingredients, yeah, I feel like we're making a dish right now with the baking soda, with the vinegar. But nonetheless, maybe there's also some time saving tips from you, since all of us are busy, especially nowadays. We seem to be busy all the time, and sometimes it feels like, oh, we don't have time to clean our home. But maybe you, Ferlin, have a tip on how to do some time saving cleaning routines that will help you keep your home tidy with minimal effort.
As for me, at home, I will start my day as first when I get up from bed. I always make sure that I pray, um, ask for God's blessings, to keep to keep my mind always uh, clean, and also in my heart, and I believe that with good help, that will follows, um, that your day will be going smooth for me. And then after that, I make sure also that when I get out of the bed, I make sure that my bed's also already fixed, so that when I come home, as all, that's very nice when you come home that and you see your bed is already fixed, and you have this the feeling that's okay. I want to go to bed again. So and then maybe good music can also help for cleaning. And so when you have a good music at home while you were cleaning, that also makes you a good vibes, good mood. That makes you feel energetic, active. That's for me. And also when you are already prepared all your materials for cleaning. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, those are really good tips already. Starting the day off with the right mindset, as well as pray and good everything for that day to Almighty God, especially if you want to be productive, as well as being protected and guided throughout the day. And also doing the smaller steps, like already doing your bed in the morning. It's really just something quick to do, but sometimes we tend to okay, maybe we're just gonna lay down later tonight, but that will be that will be something that can really put us off our mindset of being productive, because the bed is not done yet, and then okay, I'm gonna do everything else. So it's um a, how do you call it, a domino effect. Everything will fall into places like that as well. And yeah, as well as putting on some good music. Yeah, for those who don't know any music recommendations, we have the INC original music to always listen to, of course. So you can also are having the right mindset about listening to those songs as well. And yeah, what about you, Cheryl? Do you have any some time saving cleaning routines that helps you?
Yes, for me, it is all about the small consistency, everyday kind of routine, manageable routine. And for me, I started with bed, of course. If you wake up, pray, and then the bathroom, you will go there. And if you have, it's just a 5 minute routine cleaning, and it will not file your works. And then if you are cooking, afterwards you just clean it or just unload or load the dishwasher, and also the clothes. And it's what we call that multitasking. I am fan of multitasking thing. If the dishwasher is running and I am dusting so I everywhere, and that's an everyday routine. It's not that I cleaned every day, but small things that helps. Then you will not have pile of works, household works, especially cleaning the windows. That's a heavy kind of household. And if you will not do it right away, if you see that clutter thing and just procrastinate, I will do it later, and I will do it later, and it will have you have lots of works. And just an advice, it's just a daily routine. Make it as a habit, and all of the members of the family will cooperate also. Not only you, not only the mother, not only the father, or just the children also. They should know what their rules also in cleaning. It's just small things.
That's true. That's a good point as well. Putting everything in smaller portions so you're also not feeling overwhelmed with the task to be. Because if you're feeling overwhelmed, you might feel also, okay, I'm going to do it later. And then later will be weeks, later will be months. I don't know how long you can procrastinate. But really, to do a small portion every day already helps you to also continuously making that habit happen as well. And as you've also mentioned, Cheryl, with distributing the task. Also, Ferline mentioned it before in our pre-conversation that we had, to really distribute the task. It's not only one person standing in the whole household cleaning area, or it's a team effort because everyone lives in that house. So everyone should really put an effort into making the house really comfortable, clean as well. Because I don't know who likes to live in a really dirty house. I don't think no one likes it in that way. So, but also I've read some comments already from Kalinda Cavelo. She said she buys stain salt for removing stains. So there's a specific salt talaga for stains to use. And then also KJJ Lopez, Clorix, it's also good for stain. Yes, it might be really good for stain, but be sure of the fluids as well. It can be really damaging your skin. So just be sure with the gloves and everything to be prepared for it. And then also we have another comment from Rachel Inocencio. I have a daily routine and break up tasks in between the week, like washing a load in between each day and trying to teach my kids little cleaning tasks to help. Hashtag Heidelberg. Ayan. So everyone is agreeing with the three of you, especially in regards of distributing it and making sure to have the right solutions for cleaning the house. And I see another comment actually from Camario Cabello again. Every time that you're using chemical for cleaning, please use gloves to protect your hands. Hashtag Belen. Yeah, that's a good tip as well. All right. And then actually the time already flies so fast. So I'm gonna jump a bit from our conversation. And if you had to clean your entire home in under 1 hour, what would be your strategy? Let's start with Kenjin.
I would my strategy would be to start in my bedroom because it is where I stay the most when I'm at home, and then I will put everything in its place in organizer, and then when I'm done with it, I'll go to the kitchen and arrange all the bistec and whatsoever and disinfect it and clean it, and lastly the bathroom. So
Okay, so your strategy is to start from where you spend the most time in. So from your bathroom to the kitchen to the comfort room. That's a good strategy because you will be spending the most time on it. Probably that will also be the time where you, let's say, not clutter it all, but do it like not messier, but like because you're in that room all the time, you're using different stuff several times. So that's why it's a good strategy to also start there. Do you perhaps have another technology for you, Kenjin? For example, if you're trying to get motivated, is there something to help you get motivated to actually start?
I would have to agree with Frelin in this instance. I also make use of music in order to motivate me and energize me in completing the task. When I loop my favorite singers and also the INC music, we also have rap songs there. It's upbeat and lively, and when it's done, the task is done too right after. So it's a motivation as well to pair it with your cleaning task.
That's a good point as well. For example, I think the timing idea or tip was also really good. Also, music can help with that. So, for example, if you set your goal to, okay, if that song will finish, I'm gonna do that. In that song, I'm gonna do that. Perhaps to also help you to kind of manage it and also to be, I don't know, it feels like a challenge or how do you call it? A challenge for yourself to really take your time. Okay, I'm gonna do that in these 5 minutes and then I'm going to do that in the other 5 minutes to really have the portions that you've also talked about. What about you, Cheryl? What is your strategy within an hour of cleaning the home?
An hour is too long for me. My strategy is everyday routine. It's just 5 to 10 minutes. The whole started with the bed, cleaning the bed, the making up the bed, not clean bed. You make up the bed, and then the bathroom where bathroom is my my second where I can call it. This it's always clean. Always clean. I make it sure that it's clean. It's sitting right there. It's just comfortable to have the place is clean, and the kitchen. And right after you have you cook, you mess up. Of course, if you're cooking, you have lots of dishes and something, and yeah, it is better that you have to clean it right away, not later, not procrastination again. And when I am what we call that ironing the clothes, I am watching movies or and it motivates me, and not that that is easier, makes the work easier.
That's true. Especially, I don't know about you as well, for movies or just having the TV on, something that's behind or in the background, just you can listen to even maybe a podcast or maybe INCRadio tonight. Maybe you're cleaning currently while we're talking about cleaning. Maybe we got you inspired to to do some of the smaller tasks tonight. It's really nice to just have something to listen to, so it's not getting boring. Okay, cleaning might be not boring at sometimes, but to actually start cleaning, it really helps as well. And what about you, Ferline? What is your strategy?
At home, I have no definite strategy at home. That's always according to my mood. So at home, I must always see to it that nobody's home aside from me, because I want to make sure that when I clean, nobody's home. Nobody will disturb me for anything. And at the same time, while before I gonna clean, I make sure that when they have something in my dishes spooler that must be on first, and also my washing machine. So we women are so what do you call it? Uh, we are also um, grown for a multitasking. So we could do anything at the same time sometimes. And then yeah, and then always make a plan A or plan B, because sometimes when you are cleaning, something came up, something calls you, and then somebody will disturb you again. So make sure that you have something for decent time that you have not clean, you have something to do, so that later on you can go back again for this time that you must be clean. As I also agree with Cheryl that bathroom and kitchen must always be clean as well. Yeah, that's for me. Yeah.
Okay, so for Ferline, everyone needs to be out of home. So they are not able to stay at home. They need to be out out in the maybe walking or something. But I can totally understand that you are able to concentrate better and then think about cleaning better as well. And while you're preparing yourself, getting all your not gadgets. That's not what we're really using for. Maybe gadgets. I don't know what kind of technology you might use for cleaning, but yeah, to really just have everything systematically done for yourself to, yeah, just clean out your mind as well in that way. And I've I saw a comment actually from Brother Henry Inocencio. Cleaning is not fun for me. Hashtag Heidelberg, hashtag Kazas Lautan. But on the other hand, I saw another comment from JJ Lopez. Cleaning is fun. Hashtag Berlin, hashtag Meissen. So everyone has a different perception of cleaning. So it's interesting also, maybe the tips that we've been asked of you, or the answers you've given tonight. Maybe it helps us to have the cleaning part more fun for ourselves, especially since also JJ Lopez mentioned when you finish, it's very fulfilling. Yeah, that's true. You feel somehow cleaner as well, even though you might have not showered in that moment, or just clean talaga in that scenario. But it's a good thing to be able to clean even with just simple cleaning solutions from everyday items that we have, and the tips that also the brethren have given us tonight. And I think on that good note, we're gonna end this conversation. And thank you so much for the contribution of you tonight as well of the live chat. Thank you so much for engaging in our conversation tonight. And with that being said, Tuya Tech, kindly show us the station break. Thank you so much.
This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
It's 12 midnight. Tired of mindless scrolling? Tune in to Faith and Melody on INCRadio YouTube channel. Tuesdays to Fridays, 12 midnight Philippines. For thoughtful conversations that strengthen our faith and listen to inspiring INC original music. Become a part of the warm and loving community we call Ohana, or family, because we are in this together in faith and melody.
Your Spotify playlist just got more exciting and inspiring because the INC original music is now on Spotify. Search up IC Original Music and discover songs about our faith and love, songs for our family and friends, songs full of hope, songs that keep us going. Add them all up to your favorite Spotify playlist. You can explore uplifting INC Original Music in a variety of styles and genres. Share your INC Original Music playlist to your friends. It's now even easier to share our faith and much easier to uplift ourselves and others through Christian music. INC Original Music, now available on Spotify.
And welcome back to INC Radio Central Europe Satellite Studio, where we have been talking about cleaning hacks on how everyday household tips that can help us the life easier in regards of cleaning. So what have we been talking about? We've talked about first, why is it so important to actually keep our home clean? Also, we've talked about clever cleaning solutions from everyday items, about tackling stubborn stains and common cleaning challenges, as well as time-saving and efficient cleaning routines, even though we might have been really busy within our life. And if you have missed the whole conversation, don't you worry. Right after this broadcast, it will be uploaded on our YouTube channel, INC Radio DZM 954, where you can rewatch the whole episode or the broadcast brought to you tonight. And it's currently 7:41 p.m. Central European Time. I would actually like to read out another comment while we had our station break from Henry Inocencio. Cleaning was fun when I was a child. My parents would pay me for doing chores. Hashtag Heidelberg. That's actually really funny. But yeah, it's kind of true. We do need to get maybe some chocolates or to just reward ourselves for our hard work that we've also done with cleaning. And on that note, I'm actually wondering, what are the words for cleaning in German? Because we've talked about dishwasher soap, Spülmittel, and then also Salz, salt. But let's find out what German is fun, brought to you by Madame or Sister Malu Francisco in German is fun. Have fun!
German is fun. Deutsch macht Spaß. Hello everyone. Hallo zusammen. Welcome to German is fun. Willkommen zu Deutsch macht Spaß. My name is Marilu Francisco. My name is Marilu Francisco. I'm bringing you another fun session of learning basic German. All we need is to have fun. Mistakes are okay. I'll be saying the words. Just listen and repeat after me. German is fun. Deutsch macht Spaß. For today, we'll be learning words and expressions that have to do with house cleaning. In German, Hausputz. House puts. Our house or our apartment gets dirty at times, and we need to keep our house clean. Dirty in German is schmutzig. 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 Das Haus ist schmutzig. And clean is sauber. Sauber. German is fun. Deutsch macht Spaß. Four words to mean to clean. Four words to mean to clean. Putzen. 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 It's your turn. Putzen. Sauber machen. Sauber machen. Sauber machen. Sauber machen. It's your turn. Reinigen. Reinigen. Another word that means clean or to clean. Reinigen. Reinigen. And the last one, Aufräumen. Aufräumen. Usually, when you say aufräumen, you want the room to be organized, or you want to ask someone to organize the place or tidy up the room. Aufräumen. Aufräumen. German is fun. Deutsch macht Spaß. Let's practice using the words in sentences. Muss my house putzen? Muss mein Haus sauber machen? Muss mein Haus reinigen? Muss mein Haus aufräumen? Muss mein Haus aufräumen? German is fun. Deutsch macht Spaß. And just before we say goodbye, here again are the words and expressions in German that we learned related to house cleaning. House cleaning, Hausputz. Dirty, schmutzig. Clean, sauber. 4 words that we learned to mean to clean: putzen, sauber machen, reinigen, aufräumen. German is fun. Deutsch macht Spaß. This has been today's German is fun. Deutsch macht Spaß. Here is Marilu Francisco saying, vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss. German is fun. Deutsch macht Spaß.
Thank you so much, Marilu Francisco, and great to see you to the Philippines. Thank you so much for another episode of German is Fun, and I hope everyone was able to learn. And did you all know that cleaning can be a moderate physical activity as well, meaning that it also contributes to our daily calorie expenditure? It's also a study that has shown. For example, mopping and vacuuming also helps us to stay physical fit. And speaking of physically fit, there has been an activity for the CWS and Createch. We would like to show the CEU in action of tonight. And as we can see here, the CWS, or the Children's Worship Service, had their online fitness activity district-wide. So we saw that all of them have been connected online in their respective homes, and they were able to spend time together to some sports or to some doing some fitness as well for the children. So as you can see here, the CWS really engaged in doing all the fitness workouts as well. And they seem to really have fun actually. See their smiles over there. And yeah, so that has been another CEU in action for this week. And so I hope we also don't take everything as how do you say that, on how to on how to help us each other out with cleaning as well. Ayan. Okay, sorry, I had some difficulties talking in English, but nonetheless, I think it's now time, if I'm looking onto my watch, not yet for shout out, but instead for the top 3 clusters of last week. Kuya Tech, what are the top 3 clusters of last week?
Third place, Netherlands cluster. Second place, Heidelberg cluster. First place, Berlin cluster.
Every week, Berlin is the top cluster. And Congratulations, of course, to everyone, especially to Berlin. Kenjin, what is your secret? What is your secret in Berlin cluster that you always keep commenting? It's really good though to see the brethren over there being so actively participating in our conversation. So once again, shout out to the Berlin cluster and congratulations to all the clusters joining in our weekly challenge. All right, and if you just a quick check up on you, I hope you're all doing well, as well as I hope you were able to give up a thumbs up as well on this broadcast. And if you haven't done so yet, just kindly subscribe. Kindly subscribe to INC Radio DZM 954 so we won't miss another INC Radio podcast every day. Every day there's a INC Radio broadcast to tune in for us. All right. And with that being said, now I'm looking at my non-existing watch on my wrist. It's time for shout out time. Okay, so who would you like to shout out? Kenjan, let's start with you.
Shout out to my local of Berlin brethren. Hello, guten Abend, and to my family in the Philippines in Pilot, Quezon City. Hi, hello. Yeah, I'll see you soon.
Shout out to them as well. And what about you, Ferlin? Who would you like to shout out to?
Shout out po to my mom, to my stepdad, and also to my two children. And also hi to all Hamburger and all of the brethren there.
Ayan, thank you so much, Ferlin, for also you have joined us tonight as your first time. Hopefully, it won't be the last time. And then also going to the islands of Germany. Cheryl, who would you like to shout out to?
Okay, I would like to shout out to all the brethren in Hamburg. I miss you there, especially the family, Kunzel family and Krause family. And to my family in the Philippines, hello. And to my family also in Canada. They will watch this. Shout out
Good.
to all of you. Good evening to everyone.
Thank you so much, Char, for also you have joined us tonight within our broadcast. I hope all of the three of you had fun tonight and also that we have been able to learn from each other as well as for the live chat or the live viewers or the listeners, whatever you are or whatever you're doing. I hope you got inspired as well of tonight. And I would like to shout out some of the brethren who are actually participating in our live chat as most especially. So I would like to shout out to Ka Daisy, Ka Lynn Schmidt, Ka Mari Cavelo, Ka Annalyn Liman, Ka Nanita Catalan, shout out po to you as well. Ka Agapito Solitaria, Ka Rachel Inocencio, okay, Ka Shanila Fernando Vinculado. Maybe I should start rapping. No. And then also we have here Ka Vic and Ka Lucy from hashtag Wiesbaden. I also saw another comment from Ka Heisi and Kajer who are celebrating their wedding anniversary. So happy wedding anniversary to the both of you, as well as Ka Marjorie. I saw someone greeting her a happy birthday. So happy birthday to you as well, sister. And then we also have Ka JJ Lopez. Thank you so much for your contributions to the topic as well. Ka Michelle Wagner. Ka Emma Reisig. Who else do we have? Yeah, I also see Ka Cheryl Ka a lot of times here in the live chat. Thank you so much, even though you're a panelist, that you're also joining. And we also have Ka Henry Inocencio, Chato Natividad. Shout out to you, to the brethren in Bremen as well. And then also shout out to Sister Alicia, who's joining us as well behind the scenes and helping us out. And with that being said, I would like to thank every one of you participating and taking on our invite. Thank you to the listeners and to the viewers for watching tonight and supporting INC Radio Central Europe Satellite Studio. We would also like to extend our shout out and thank you po to our District CFO Advisor, Brother Scott Augustine, as well as our Assistant District Minister, Brother Jason Dolalas, and our District Minister, Brother Joe B. Catalan po. Thank you so much for also supporting us tonight. And then we would like to also shout out to our executive producer, Ka Des Asena. Thank you for your never-ending support, as well as thank you po to the INC Media Production Chief, Brother Montrevel Boy, as well as our INC Radio Station Manager, Brother Wally Taray. And thank you po to our CFO Coordinator and CEBSI President, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo. And most importantly po, thank you po to the church administration and our beloved executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. And with that po, I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. And thank you so much for watching INC Radio Central Europe Satellite Studio. And we see each other next week again. See you then.